We are taught that the Renaissance marks the point where humanity traded medieval faith for a new secular identity. According to this story, this is when we discarded superstition to invent the rational methods that define our world today. Instead of looking exclusively at the heavens for answers, thinkers began treating the earth as a measurable mathematical space. Leonardo da Vinci's Vitruvian Man illustrates this shift, placing a human figure at the center of perfect geometry to show that the body itself is the ultimate measure of reality. This earthly focus produced a hyper-realistic ideal. When we look at the precise muscular tension of Michelangelo's David, we see a physical realism that seems to leave medieval theology behind. While this narrative portrays the era as a precursor to modern science, it is largely a historical reconstruction. The Renaissance thinkers themselves were pursuing a goal that our modern rationalism can barely recognize. In 1486, the philosopher Giovanni Pico della Mirandola published a text claiming that humanity has no fixed home or form. He argued that man is the free and proud shaper of his own being. 19th-century historians took this specific quote as proof that Pico invented the concept of the self-made individual, a person who exists independently of divine order. Pico and his mentor, Marsilio Ficino, were operating from a much older blueprint. They navigated a universe teeming with a hidden, mystical intelligence. They were training to become a magus, a master of natural magic who could tap into cosmic forces to manipulate the physical world. To understand the Renaissance as it actually happened, we have to look past our modern ideas of individuality and see the universe through their eyes. While the medieval world was built on a rigid hierarchy, Renaissance thinkers saw the universe as a giant, breathing organism, the anima mundi, or soul of the world. They believed an invisible network of sympathy connected all reality. A planet's movement could directly resonate with a plant or mineral. Ficino explained humans occupy the exact center of this web, acting as the unique bridge between the physical and the spiritual. Ficino described the human soul as the copula mundi, or the knot of the world. Because we possess both a physical body and a spiritual mind, we are the ontological knot that ties the earth to the heavens. This central position gives us a unique power. We aren't just observing the cosmic web, we are capable of pulling its strings, drawing celestial energy down to change our reality. The Renaissance magus used tools like this celestial map to track astrological forces. By aligning music, mathematics, and specific materials with the stars, they performed natural magic to harness the hidden powers of the cosmos. While this looks like early chemistry, it functioned as a spiritual medicine. The magus used physical tools to trigger an internal transformation, seeking to align their own spirit with the living pulse of the universe. This brings us back to Pico's idea of man having no fixed form. In this cosmology, man is ontologically fluid, capable of sinking to a beast or rising to an angel. The magus uses magic as a ladder. By mastering the harmonies of the planets, he climbs the cosmic hierarchy until he reaches the summit. At this final stage, the active operator becomes a vessel, shedding the ego entirely to dissolve into the divine mind of God. For the Renaissance thinker, the ultimate goal was not the realization of the self, but the complete disappearance of the self into the infinite. This mystical view peaked with figures like Giordano Bruno, who argued that nature is a direct manifestation of the sacred. To Bruno, the universe was infinite, and every part of it was alive with divinity. In the 17th century, thinkers led by Galileo and Descartes redefined the physical world. They replaced the living organism with a different model. Modern physics required a universe governed by mechanical laws rather than hidden sympathies. In this new grid of gears and vectors, the cosmos lost its ability to feel, to love, or to respond to the magic of the magus. René Descartes formalized this idea by splitting the world in two. He defined the human mind as a thinking thing, but he defined nature as res extensa, dead matter that only exists to take up space. By separating the mind from matter, Descartes stripped the universe of its soul. Nature was reduced to a measurable, soulless machine that could be dismantled and controlled. The human body was also redefined. In this clinical view of the flayed muscle man, we see a body that is no longer a cosmic knot tying heaven to earth. It is a collection of biological parts to be categorized and fixed. Mechanical philosophy replaced natural magic, making way for an era focused on technological domination. The Renaissance was the final, brilliant expression of a living universe. When we adopted the blueprint of the machine, we gained a powerful scientific tool, but we lost the magical connection to the cosmos that Pico and Ficino spent their lives trying to master.